What's up, everybody? Welcome to A Day Late and a Dollar Short News, where if we were reporting on a snake, it would already bit you. I want to make one quick comment about that closed stage event that they had a couple nights ago. Reporters were complaining that they were basically sequestered down the street in a building and not even allowed to go anywhere near the stage. And they were told it's in case one of the candidates had a major medical emergency. Man, that dude literally took the whole week off before this televised event, and they had him pumped so full of stuff that they weren't even sure if he was going to be able to come off the stage without a gurney. And yeah, there are certain concoctions that will make your voice go hoarse, like a college kid on day 3 of spring break. Even with all of that and having him memorize all of the responses, it still went the way it did. All I'm going to say is watch out for a financial crash between now and November. They probably will try to switch out the front man, but these people, I use that term loosely, are cornered animals, and it's just been way too quiet this year, so just look out. If you're new around here, it's been a long time since I've talked about the weakening magnetic field, but it is still going on. You can go look into grand solar minimums and geomagnetic reversals. I'm not going to go into it all here. But our magnetic field has been weakening. And this is the reason we had such spectacular auroras last month at southern latitudes. 3 or 4 days ago, we had a minor M-class flare that really didn't even give us a direct hit. It was kind of a glancing blow. Nobody was really expecting anything out of it, and it shouldn't have had much effect on us. That's Earth right there, and you can see that it was mainly directed out in front of us. But then, night before last, these photos were taken before dawn, and it was putting on a pretty good light show. Then here you can see the KP index for yesterday, where about 9 a.m. it really started taking off. Here you can see, starting at the bottom, a G1 watch for the 28th and 29th. And then the middle one, a G3 strong level storm at about 9:30 Eastern. And then the top one, they have it as a severe G4 by 10:18. That really shouldn't have happened over this relatively minor M-class flare that wasn't even a direct hit on us. But due to the weakening magnetosphere, this actually turned into quite the bombardment. And this is why I'm reporting on this a day late. In past events, I've kind of thought that, yeah, I think this is affecting me. But yesterday was, without a doubt, I was just zapped, like they say here. I am a workaholic. I constantly work. You know, I if I'm not doing a construction job for somebody else, I'm working on my house. If I'm not working on my house, I'm working on videos. I got up yesterday morning, was getting ready to do some things, and by about 8, 9 o'clock, I was just extremely exhausted. And I'm just going, you know what? I got to bed at a reasonable time last night. I hadn't been pushing it that hard lately, but I just couldn't get going. And I mean, I almost felt sick at my stomach on top of things. So ultimately, I just said, you know what, screw it. I'm staying home. I'm going to take a good nap, get some sleep. And I did. I slept like 3 hours or something. And this is something I never do. I mean, it was a Friday. I can push through for one more day and then rest up over the weekend. But I just couldn't do it. And then last night, I heard about this freak geomagnetic storm. And I thought, oh, well, maybe that has something to do with it. Was anybody else affected by this? I showed you guys that one commenter on another video, but I've been paying attention to this for a long time, and I've always just kind of been on the fence where, yeah, I kind of feel down and out, but, you know, it could just be everything I've been doing up to this point. But yesterday, there was no rhyme or reason for me being that wore out and exhausted. And actually, sometimes during these events, it goes the other way. I bouncing off the walls energy. So anyway, I just thought I'd make a quick video and throw it out there. Any of you guys have strange effects yesterday? One of the things about my past observations is that I usually know that the geomagnetic storm's coming along, and I know that can greatly affect the outcomes of your observations. But yesterday, it shouldn't have happened, but it did, and I was feeling the effects of it before I knew that anything was going on, and it never even crossed my mind until I heard about it last night. So I was just curious, anybody else feel this? And I'm going to stop rambling on here and try to finish up the other video that I was going to have finished by this morning. Static out.